All right, so here we go. Let's jump right into it. But first, I want to let you know that these are all the dimensions of the factory bolt holes on the four-door Tacoma crew cab. So if you're looking to do this yourself, take a screenshot, save this information. It is extremely helpful in preparing this for yourself. All right, let's get into it. All right, so it's been a few days and I didn't record it, so let me show you what I've done. I smoothed up the side. I just took a grinding wheel and I smoothed up the sides. The top is straight. It's the actual edge that is the side of the board and has my tacks. Then I took my little Milwaukee and I scribed some lines back and forth, flipping it over to, where's my scribe? To scribe some lines as I went. And as you can see here, I scribed exactly where I need to drill my holes. And this was just, I thought I was going to be using a marker to do it, and then the marker came out terrible. The scribe is so much more precise. So I scribed the holes. The math works out that every 9 inches on center all the way down is where I want it. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to put one like here, but I haven't measured out that hole, and I'll record that if I do it. If I do decide to drill two holes. Actually, I will do that. I will scribe out that, and you can watch how I did it. So I've got this for the fairing, and then 9 sets. I don't have a set for the one that will be down there, but that's okay. So I cleaned up the sides. I mean, this is going to get pulled off, but those are my notes. I cleaned it up so that way it's smooth now. It's not perfect, but the paint won't be either, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to scribe down there, and then we're going to use the mag drill here to drill our holes. I'll probably just end up using this hole, or I've got a bunch of little marks of where I need to drill holes. Maybe I'll just add a hole to make sure that the bit can go through. All right, let's get started. All right, so I got it set up so the drill bit will go through the hole. Whoop, the magnet's not on, but you get the point. So I can go all the way down and through. Alright, so all the holes are drilled. You can see here. They came out really nice. They do need to be cleaned up. And I'm looking at it a little closer. I kind of want to smooth it out a little bit more on the inside. So I may spend a little bit more time with the sanding disc, trying to just get it smooth throughout the bottom. I am trying to debate whether I want to add a second set of holes all the way down at maybe midway, so then it becomes more of a basket, because they would meet like this. Kind of like the idea of making this more of a basket rather than the rails being flush at the top. So just a thought, I might drill the holes even if I end up not using them, just as an option, so they're already there, because now's the time to do it while these are mated together right now. Then it's time to take some angle. We'll take some angle here. I'll chop it. I gotta rip off the rubber seals on the roof. Figure out how long these have to be. I have a feeling this piece is going to be short, but I do have a bigger piece back there, so maybe I'll use like 2 bigger pieces and then 4 little ones. I'll need 6 pieces. So I got it up here, I loosened it so it's not really hanging perfectly anymore. I'm about to take it back down and I need to trim the brackets a bit because as you can see, these holes right here, it blocks, and it blocks part of the holes over there and part of the holes up front. So I'm gonna take it off one by one and chop off what needs to be cut so it's no longer in the way.
I never make promises, 'cause I don't keep them. I never make promises, 'cause I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't keep them.
Once I had it up on the top of the car, I wanted to give it kind of a look. And so I've come up with removing just a little bit between each bar that will give it just a little bit of a look to it rather than just being a straight piece of aluminum. I've seen other people put circles in it. I kind of think that the look of like it comes up to the flat part to the top where it's mounted is kind of just different, slash interesting. I think it'll look good on this. Maybe I'll leave a circle in the back, or I'll drill out circle in the back and the front or something. Probably not, but this is my thought. So here's the template I did, and I found I didn't like it. And the reason I didn't like it was I threw this into a photo editing program and I drew what I did. And what I did was the distance from the top to where I cut out was too much. So if I'm doing about half of this distance to just give it a little bit of an up and down. This full length was actually supposed to match the distance of the 80-20, so the whole thing would be up here, but I found just from the outside it didn't look as nice. So I'm actually going to move it up. I did like the look of it versus it being a solid piece of aluminum, but again, this is just too much. I routed out this template using the aluminum, and now I'm just gonna go direct to aluminum in this case because I don't have another piece of wood to get this done. So I'm just gonna go direct to aluminum because I know what I want to do differently. All right. So I just got the new version, or slightly edited version of the rails for the roof rack up. So what I did was I wanted to make it look a little nicer. So I took out a little chunk above between each bolt, and I really like the way it came out. I also had to straighten it. That's a side note. This is not a 90-degree angle. It's 7 degrees, so it's 83 degrees. To get that proper angle right there. But here's what it's gonna look like. So let's get to working. I just got it clamped up, gonna tack weld it, and then I could do the other side. I'm gonna mate the other side and so forth. So that'll probably be a separate video. I hope you subscribe because it's free and because you are awesome.